Namaste. In the months of October and November, pilgrims come from far and wide to Vrindavan to offer a lamp to Mother Yasoda and Lord Krishna. For this year, 2024, the days are the 17th of October to the 15th of November. The importance of this time is famous in Vrindavan for remembering and celebrating when little Krishna performed his sweet pastime, Damodara Lila. One beautiful morning, as Mother Yasoda was churning yogurt to make sweet butter, she was singing and remembering her dear sleeping child's pastimes. When he awoke, he came running out to his mother. Little boy Krishna was hungry, and he wanted his mother to immediately stop churning and feed him her milk. As Mother Yasoda lovingly picked up her dearest child, she put him on her lap and started feeding him her breast milk. Yasoda was relishing the moment and looking at little Krishna's enchanting face. Suddenly, the milk cooking on the stove in the kitchen started boiling and began spilling over the edge of the pot. Mother Yasoda urgently put Krishna down and ran to the kitchen. Little boy Krishna became very angry, and as his face became red with rage, he bit down on his bottom lip. To further show his anger, he broke the butter pot, and then sitting on the floor, he began eating handfuls of sweet butter. But then he heard his mother returning. Out of fear of Mother Yasoda's anger, little Krishna ran away. When Mother Yasoda returned, she saw the broken pot and little buttery footprints. Since she couldn't find Krishna there, she concluded that he had done this, and she followed the footprints to the cool room where pots of butter, yogurt and milk hung from the ceiling. And there she found Krishna. He was sitting on top of an upside-down pot of butter and feeding it to the monkeys who had run into the room through the open windows. Krishna looked just like a little king feeding his citizens. Mother Yasoda took a stick in her hand and silently walked into the room. But Krishna saw her and started running away. Mother Yasoda chased him, but little Krishna was running so fast. Somehow she caught him, but little Krishna started crying. He smeared his lotus hand over his eyes that were filled with tears. Black eye ointment ran down his adorable face. When Mother Yasoda saw that her son was afraid of her, she at once threw down her stick. As they were now in the courtyard, Mother Yasoda decided to tie up her naughty son to the grinding mortar. So this was just the beginning of this incredible and wonderful pastime of Damodara. We will read more of this story later. There is a series of 8 beautiful verses written by Vyas and found in the Padma Purana. These verses were then spoken by the sage Satyvrata Muni to Narada Muni. These verses are called Damodarastakam and are still sung daily in the morning and evening in the months of October, November, in the temples where Lord Sri Krishna is worshipped. Dharma means rope, Udara means belly, Astakam means 8. It states in the Hari Bhakti Vilasa by Sanatan Goswami, in the month of Kartika, one should worship Lord Damodara and daily recite the prayer known as Damodarastakam, which has been spoken by the sage Satyvrata and which attracts Lord Damodara. Here are just 3 of the 8 nectarian verses. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his 2 lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yasoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. Namaste.